to 108 Gate. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments. Be great. I hope you're all well. Let's get on with this reading for today, or whenever you come to the video. A question I have is, would you also like to see zodiac videos? Back to the point. Let's go. Just let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Zodiac videos. Okay. So today, things feel as though it's like the energy of you've got to make a mess before you can get tidy. Excuse me. So when you're, for example, tidying a garage or a basement or a room that you just put things in, and it ends up being like a dumping ground or a storage space that's not organised. It's like going in and making that mess for it to look like an absolute bigger mess, but knowing that things are being sorted in the process. So that bigger mess, it feels like it's cathartic in some ways. With that, we have 7 of coins in the masculine side. So 7 of coins. It's a very taking stock of things. Usually, like the 8 of coins is continue making something. So it's just before you can make something. It's like you've got to figure out what your resources are. What do you have? Like when you're doing that sorting process, something may be broken and beyond repair. So is it better to put it aside and get it fixed, or is it better to just dump it and get a new one? When you're thinking about, do I get a new one? When did you actually last use it? So do you actually need a new one? If you need a new one, get a new one when you actually need it, rather than just replacing it for the sake of replacing it. But clearing that space of things that are not needed, things that are not required anymore. And in that, there's some level of foundation that's going to be secured and solidified through that sorting process, which is great. It's like finding out that you think you don't have enough room, but when you've actually sorted things out, organised it, put everything together, like in an office space, you put all of your stationery actually in one place, and then you put all the pens in one place, and then you realise, I've actually got like 100 pens here. But when you actually need a pen, you've got that feeling of, I don't have a pen. But then when you actually put all your stuff in an organised manner, you see, I've got a lot of pens. I don't probably need to buy pens for another, I don't know, a few years or whatever. So in that, there's a judgment. Not judging self feels really strong. Judgment of, so it's coming to a judgment. Do I need it or not? There's no animosity in it. There's no shame or anything like that. It's just simply judging. Do I need it or not? That's it. If I don't need it, do I take it to a charity shop? Is it still usable? If it's broken, can I fix it? Can I get someone to fix it? Oh, so-and-so needed that and they said they wanted one. Maybe I can ask them if they want it and they can get it fixed. If they still want to have it, they can try and get it fixed. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of different scenarios. This is an old version of something. This is an old laptop. I've got a new laptop now. Maybe I can give this to someone else who can use it. So it's lots of different things that are coming up. Death. This came. I did a reading this morning, and it ended up being split into 2 parts, and then both parts, ended up being really short and cut out anyway. It was a very strange scenario of, one, the recording going the way it did, but 2, it hadn't actually recorded the full amount that I was actually recording. Half the message was missing. I don't know what it's about. Doesn't matter. I'm here now doing it again. Death. So an end to certain things. If kleptomaniacs, whatever, I don't know, hoarders. You may want to hoard something that's useful. the stuff you've been hoarding that's not useful, or you're having to hold things on for somebody else who's hoarding. That's the worst. When your space is taken up by someone else's stuff, and then you can't be organised in your own space. Have a look at what can be taken back. Reminds that they might not even remember that they've got it at yours, in your space. I don't know. Or they might say, you know what, it's something of value if you want to sell it and then you can get some money for it. Whatever it is, who knows? You do. So we've got 9 of coins here. Bringing something in of higher value. The coins are feeling really off. The serpents, they're feeling as if the value's not understood yet. So it's literally the both of them here with the judgment. Identify the value, the true value. Is it useful? Yes. Did it look useful? No. But how could you, like, maybe upscaling or upcycling, upgrading? I don't know. It's up something. Something is being shifted and changed in the value of things. The 8 is not there. So you're in the 7 and the 6, but the 8's not there. The process of making something of something is part of the foundation and the judgment. In that, bring an end to something. Like if you're opposite, which tends to be more so like me, that you end up with, I wish I never threw that away. There's certain things, certain items I'd given away or I let go of, regardless if I wanted to or not. Certain things happen in life that can't take all of this with me. Gotta let that go, gotta let that go. And it's like some of those items still haunt certain things. I'm not going to go into it because it's not just about that, but it's like certain items that have gone, I wish I'd kept. Certain items, I don't really keep on to things that I don't need. If I don't need it, it's gone. I'm trying to do that, so switch it. There's that way, and then there's also the other way of keeping things that you don't need. So in this process, neither one is correct or wrong. It's what is required right now. What is required of you right now. Have a look into the past. Did you use this in the last 5-10 years? Did you even remember you had it? Do you need it now and forgot you had one? Somebody was talking about, I don't know, a particular kind of machine. I don't even know, I think it was myself or someone else. I can't remember who it was. Basically, we were looking for something and thinking, we need to get A, B and C. And then through sorting out, we actually saw, we've got the B. We need A and C now. And then we found C as well. So now we just need A now. So it made the process of we need A, B and C a lot easier, because now you just need to buy A, invest in A, get a better quality A, because we already have B and C. So there's lots of different ways of looking into this. So look at what's really, really necessary. What do you want to keep? What do you not want to keep? Is there a certain drawer that you just dump things in? I'm sure I've spoken about this before. And then in that drawer, you have no idea what's in there. Go and sort it out. Feng Shui. Feng Shui is really important. 5 of Wands. Some things in the feminine area, in the feminine space, doesn't correlate with the masculine perspective. Masculine perspective. Okay, so the specific energy that's coming in is masculine perspective is coming in as I need foundation, I want foundation, I'm building foundation, solid. What I need for that, this is what I've got to do. Bring a certain end to certain things, but that in your feminine space is on a different perspective. That's seeing it as there's some kind of conflict there within self, possibly. I don't want to get rid of that, but other part of you saying, but I need to get rid of it. Do I need to get rid of it? Do I not want to get rid of it? Go through this process that I've just spoken about to understand what you actually do need to get rid of and what you could do with keeping for a bit longer. Devil. Interesting energy to come in the mix of this. What would that be looking like in this kind of scenario? Buying things unnecessarily. Hoarding things that are unnecessarily hoarding. Like, you hear of people having I don't know, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, whatever. But one bedroom is filled with stuff that's supposed to be cleared. The garage is filled with other stuff that needs to be tidied. This place is filled with. So essentially, they're a storage space. Look into it, see what needs to be cleared, and then clear it. Simple as. Don't go into the energy of lack. So some of you may be exploring the energy of abundance and lack. If you're holding on to something because you're fearful of something, look into it. Is there a genuine, sincere reason for that lack? There may be. It may be that it took you excuse me, it took you a lot of time, energy and effort, resourcing, researching to get hold of something. It's not as useful as you thought. It's not as used as much as it was before. It's not as useful as it was before. Just assess it with a true approach. What are you actually building? What are you wanting to build? That's not there yet. But just having a look at. Okay, if you don't know, like I would tell my clients who come to me for feng shui, I would say to them, if there's certain things that they don't know if they need it or not, I would always say to them, instead of having the heart-wrenching process of giving something away then not being able to get it back, leave it by the front door for a while and then let it guide you. Like, are you feeling like it's a hindrance and getting in your way and you want to just get it out, or are you your instinct to say bring it back in and I want to start using it? Clear as day. Days aren't always clear, but it becomes very clear of what you're actually supposed to do with it without even having that tussle. So he's literally not putting he's putting this energy into this, instead of throwing it away, put it by the front door. If he's got to go, it's right by the front door, it can go. If he's not got to go, you bring it back in, put it in its proper place, in its proper home, where it belongs, and then keep it there, use it and utilise it. It's an easier way and an easier process of actually eliminating what you don't need and bringing in back into circulation, so to speak, what you do need and what you do want. It's going to take some strength for some of you. Sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves what we kind of need to let go of. Sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves that, oh, I bought this with good intentions, but I've not used it. I forgot about that. I haven't been giving myself that precious time to continue that hobby. Now I will make time for it. Are you carving out the time to do it? So with that, sorry. With that, let's get one of these. Well, that flew out. Excellent. Really good if it focused. Everything but where. It does for a second. So she's holding the bear, she's touching the bear. Bear's looking out, calming, harnessing your inner strength, harnessing your awareness of the world. I'm so sorry about the coughing and the whatever, spluttering and whatever. Something's irritating me today. So, I'm not going to continue with this going on like this. It's come to an end anyway, so with that, good luck. Enjoy this process because it's going to be very empowering for you to explore these aspects of yourself. You having that inner dialogue, your feminine part, your masculine part within you, finding strength from being ruthless when it's required and being forgiving when it's required. You have to be the master of your domain, be the master of your castle. You figure out what stays, what goes. Do it for your higher intention. And with that, peace and love.